Henry, how's it
What
going,
up?
buddy?
I'm back. How you doing?
You're back. You're back. Yeah, we missed you for the last couple episodes. There's technical
Yeah,
difficulties and
yeah,
whatever, but we're here now.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you met? Well, we just had him on, but have you met our guest before? You know about him.
I think the one time when I first moved to BC, I tried out for their club, Vancouver Sports Club, back in like 2022, I think. And there's tryouts at the LEC, so I probably saw him and some other guys that went to Semiahmoo like Jack Sned, Torian Lee, all those big names. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, this is the biggest name of all that I recall. My son played with him at Vancouver Sports Club. He was, he's a legend at Semiahmoo. Went on Edge Prep down into the States. We'll talk about that. So we'd like to welcome Cole Bekkering to the show. Welcome, Cole.
Hey, thanks. I'm grateful to be here. It's gonna be a great time on the
Yeah,
podcast.
we appreciate you. So we're just going to jump right into it. If you're ready, we'll get going.
Sounds good. I'm ready. Yeah.
All right, Cole. Right from the beginning, like where were you born? Like, where did you grow up?
So I was born in New Westminster. Um, my mom's like born in Nigeria, so she's an immigrant, and my dad's from Taber, Alberta. So I don't know, they both met at a party, and and I was born in New Westminster, and yes, I think I lived there till I was like 5 years old, and then we moved to Victoria around the age of 5, and I mean I did all my schooling from like middle school and I guess 1 year of high school in Victoria, and so yeah.
Okay, that I didn't know about you because, like I said, our my youngest Jesse played a little bit of Vancouver Sports Club with
Yeah.
you as well. But I always just assumed you were born, bred, and raised over here. I didn't. Now it makes sense on that caption with returning to Victoria, what that's all about. So
Yeah.
learn something new every day.
hmm Yeah, I grew up in
Yeah,
Victoria, so yeah. Yeah,
Victoria.
that's fun.
So growing up, did you like obviously you played basketball, but was there other sports that you were involved in? Is there things that you excelled at other than basketball?
I mean, when I was younger, I played soccer, which I don't know, I feel like every kid has. So I played soccer maybe until I was like 9 years old, and I started playing American football. And that's what I really enjoyed through my middle school years. And then basketball basically took over once we got to high school and just had no more time for anything else except basketball. And that was pretty much, yeah.
When we talk about AAU, obviously we know that you and some others that came out of the Vancouver Sports Club, like, Academy, have really shined and they've given you guys a lot of love and growth. Who do you think are some of those main guys or main people in that organization that kind of paved the way for you to, make those next steps in basketball?
I mean, Vancouver Sports Club, why it has to be like for Coach Brian Lee is like someone that's taught me a lot in basketball. He's been a great guy and great mentor for me, but also like player wise is like Torian Lee, Isaac Brown, Jaden Messon, Andre Juco, lots of guys I just grew up with. I guess since I started playing Vancouver Sports Club when I was grade 8, and like those guys really like became my family. And all through high school, like we stayed in touch and stayed together. And so most of them went to semi at the time. So that's kind of, yeah, I don't know. That's just, those are the people that mostly helped me throughout my youth years, my middle school, high school years, and just great people. Brian Lee, like being one of the best coaches in BC, 100%. Just like learning so much from him was just amazing.
Yeah, Isaac Brown. Did he join you at Edge? I mean, we'll talk about Edge in a
Yeah.
little bit, but he joined you at Edge as well, didn't
Yeah. Me and him were roommates at Edge. So it's a great guy. I really like love him. Like to death,
he?
he's a
Oh,
brother
right
to me.
on.
So yeah.
Okay, so then you came over to Semi for your grade 11 year?
Grade 10 and grade 11, I was at Semiahmoo.
Grade 10. And grade 10, did you play on the senior team then, or did you play on your junior team?
No, I played on the senior team. We made provincial finals and lost to Burnaby South.
Oh,
My grade 10 year.
in your grade 10,
Yeah.
in your grade
Yeah.
11, you just took it that one last game.
Yeah. We just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with any of those guys?
Yeah. I mean, I talked to Torian a bit. I mean, we're all like at our own, we're at different universities, we're living our own lives. Like it's busy, so we don't talk. But like whenever I'm in Vancouver or wherever, we'll try to catch up, get in the gym, just improving. Just obviously being in the gym with great players makes you a better player. So those guys
Yeah.
are great, and yeah, just being in the gym with
Yeah.
them whenever I
Are
can.
you back? Are you back actually in Canada right now?
Yeah, I'm in Victoria. Just yeah, finished university last week finals. So yeah, just got back last couple days.
When you left to go off to Edge Prep, what was one of the biggest basketball like differences you've seen from like you or the team itself? Transitioning from Semiahmoo to this like preparatory getting ready for university basketball.
The biggest difference was definitely like the competition we're playing. There's like, I mean, when we go down south, we're playing 5 stars, 4 stars, like some of the best players in the country every game. And I mean, better competition just is better to improve your skill and just becoming a better basketball player overall. I mean, that's what I feel was a big difference, or like the differences of going to prep school. I mean, we won provincials by 30 my grade 11 year. So it was
Mhm.
like, in a way, you have to like try to get into a gym with better players to become a better player yourself, right? So that's kind of what my idea was of going to Edge Prep.
So like let me ask you this before I transition to my next question.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of boosts like me moving to British Columbia from Alberta, but originally from Toronto, I can obviously say, like when we talk about basketball in Canada, like Canada is obviously up there, but like when it's provinces, they're really separated. I don't know if you see that. Like obviously like Alberta and Quebec and Ontario, they're all like, like at the top. And then BC's like y'all can get there, but like there's always like some blocks in the road. So like what do you think you notice from like obviously exposure wise from BC and from you being in Alberta with Edge Prep?
I feel like the bigger differences that I saw was just like, I don't know, the Edge Prep players we had like more grit in a way. I'm not saying BC players don't. There's a lot of players that do, but there's just like they're always in the gym, they're always working, and it's just a great. I mean, I guess there's prep school, so kids are going to prep school since grade 8, and they're training with better players all throughout their high school career. And in BC, there's like times where like I feel like high school coaches sometimes aren't able to like let their kids in the gym and just like really just get in the gym early, get in the gym later, and there's only certain like it's extra time and they're not paid for it, so you can't really expect it. But I mean, at Semiahmoo, like the gym was open, alumni was there all the time. 7 a.m. You would have Adam Page in the gym, Brian Wallach, guys that just really paved the way at Semiahmoo. They would be in the gym talking to me, training us, and that's just like a big thing that's I find like BC lacks a little bit. It's just like the gym, like having access to the gym and opportunity to get on the shooting machine, opportunity to train with the coach. It's things like that, little things like that, I feel.
So
Semi's got a
what do you,
shooting machine. It's good.
Yeah, we do. We do. It's old, but me and Marcus Flores would get on there in the mornings
I
often.
mean,
So yeah.
we gotta start emptying the piggy bank, you know.
Yeah, it's not our piggy
We want to
bank,
win.
man. It's
Uh, what do you think led to your decision for you to, be able to play at Biola University, and what did you hope like, that experience would do for you and your basketball career and where you're going off from there?
I believe it was just a new opportunity, and out of university, I'm out of Edge Prep. I really thought it was like a good opportunity just to like see my skill against some of the best players at the D2 level, and just like, I don't know, embrace a new opportunity to go to a school in California and just live in California for a year. I don't know, basketball wise, I felt like it was the best fit for me at the time coming out of Edge Prep. They had lost a lot of players to the portal and older kids, and I thought I had a good opportunity to go there and, produce and become one of the better players at Biola. And from a religious perspective, it's a Christian university, and, my family's Christian. I believe that was the best opportunity to grow in my faith also at the same time. So
so every level that you played at has these massive jumps, right? There's obviously high school, then high school to prep, and then prep to the university college level. When you first arrived in the U.S. college system, what was kind of the biggest adjustment on the court and off the court?
uh on the court, I would say it's just like the pace of play. And I feel like at every level, there's like a new pace you have to unlock. And it's like transitions fast. And like once there's a stop, your guys are on offense right away. It was just like quick transitions, quicker than I even happened at prep school. And then just school wise, just, I found it was most interesting the people around me. I really had a good roommate named Logan Stewart, and he was like just a great person. And I really like, I don't know, appreciated his time, and his family took me in as one of theirs. And that's just what I found opportunities. Like people are really nice in California. I mean, I didn't go to any other states really, but yeah, it's just great people in California. And my roommate was
Before
awesome.
Henry, before you ask your next question, um, what when I saw you playing, like you were more of probably a 4-5 type player, but what have you been playing like?
I would say just the university level, and I haven't grown in a while, so I'm still like 6'5", so it's been more of a 2-3. And I mean, that's been a little bit of a change, obviously, because in high school, I mean, everyone's a little bit smaller, and I
Yeah.
was stronger than everyone at that point. So people are as strong as me now, and I just got to play at a different position to really.
So that was a big adjustment as well. Because
That was, yeah.
At Edge, did you have what were you at Edge?
I was I was a little bit of everything. Our edge offense was very like there was 4-5, and then there was 1-2-3, and it was really interchangeable 1-2-3. So I was more on the perimeter. So I don't know. Going to edge actually really helped me with ball screens and bringing the ball up and all sorts of like more on ball stuff, which was like really helpful going into Biola. So yeah,
Hmm.
just more on ball at edge.
So you playing at Biola, I know you guys are in the Pac West conference, down there. So like obviously which features like a lot of district styles of play and like, there's a bunch of talent. Like, people don't understand that, like the talent in basketball in general, even like Pac West here in British Columbia, they think, I could get an offer playing Pac West if I, just do the best I can. Like you
Yeah,
got to do the best and more, you got to think about, Pac West schools like even like Langara. You got to meet a requirement. You know what I mean? Like you got to be able to, do the little things on defense. Even at Douglas College, how much more you sport to even where you are now. So what do you think one of the biggest adjustments were for you in your game playing at that type of a Pac West conference at your size?
um, I think one of the bigger things was just like handling like pressure. I mean, the defense is so structured, and there's so many layers to everything. At that point, like we had ball screen coverages that were like 3 different levels to it, and there was just many things that there was just like another level. Like you got to get the tag now, and then you have to rotate X out to the corner. It's just little things that are, I mean, very much different than even prep school or high school, where you can't like let the 6'10" guy roll to the middle of the paint or he's gonna dunk on you, right? So you have to tag him, and then you have to X out. There's just that was like the main thing. Like you're gonna get the teams know how to exploit when you make mistakes, and every single time you make a mistake, that you're gonna get exploited. And that was like, yeah, no one. There's less mistakes, but if you do make a mistake, it's gonna be 2 points or 3 points every time. So yeah.
And obviously you're just wrapping up, your first year playing there at that NCAA level. Um, Coming out of Edge Prep, what do you think your welcome to college basketball moment was on the court?
I think we played Point Loma a couple of times, which is like the best team in the Pac West Conference over like a couple of years, and just the way they kind of just dismantled our defense was pretty crazy. And they had some good players like Nagy and stuff, like big guys that would like roll hard and they would dunk, and they were just a fast paced team that played together, had great chemistry, and there's not much we could do from our team. It was just like, yeah, there's just levels to teams, even at the Pac West level. There's levels to different teams, and yeah, it was just that's what I found. Playing Point Loma is yeah.
What part of your game do you think grew the most down there?
I think defensively, just being more on ball strong, because at Semiahmoo, I was more like I would guard the post. It was more like I was bigger than other guys. Like I wouldn't get bodied, but like down south, like they're attacking you no matter what your size is, and they're going hard. So getting over screens, staying in front of guys, and to be honest, I wouldn't play if I didn't play good defense. So that's the only way I would get on the court. And yeah, playing defense, I think I improved so much. Yeah.
You know, um, Beyond basketball, obviously you staying in California, what was the biggest culture shock transitioning from, Canadian prep to, the college basketball lifestyle in Cali?
Maybe not really. Like I don't find there was too much difference between like culture style, but I mean, California people I feel like are very similar to BC people in the way, like not crazy accents or anything. But I mean, there's nothing really culturally that shocked me, to be honest, going there.
So when you look back, what do you think a moment was at Biola, that like sticks with you, whether it's good or it's a challenge that you kind of it's brought into your mindset every day today.
Us not making playoffs is probably in my mind the most. I mean, we ended our season early, and like I haven't done that like ever probably, where the season ended early, didn't make playoffs. It was just like really because I thought our team was good enough, but we didn't start off great of the season. We lost a couple in a row early, and it's tough. It was just top 6 teams make it. We were seventh. I think, yeah, I just think about it often about like I can't. The rest of my college career, I need to make playoffs, need to make nationals, need to be in the national championship games, and anything could happen from there. But yeah, just making playoffs, not end of your season early, is the biggest thing that sticks with me.
What do you think? At one point, did you start to feel the pull, like, yeah, I gotta return home, and like, what factors made that decision clear for you?
I just felt I had a better opportunity at UVic overall, school wise, basketball wise, and just coming home and playing with a crowd of your peers and everything is just something that I haven't done since probably being at Semiahmoo. And I'm really was missing that. That was probably, yeah. It was just like the community that here in Victoria, like Carsa's always full for the games, and we have rivals UVC, and just yeah, just being there and being the atmosphere of Victoria basketball. That's what I needed.
So you're originally from Victoria, BC. How much of the idea of coming home to play factored into your decision to join you?
It was a big factor. Obviously, I have my family and my grandparents here, like everyone's here, and they're one of the best teams in the country. So it was a great opportunity to come home and play a home crowd and be one of the best teams in the country and compete for a national championship. Like all of that factored in.
So, head coach Murphy Bernatowski, is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, obviously, he has a great vision for you guys and the future Vikes. What was his recruiting pitch for you? Obviously, I could guess, like, it seemed pretty easy because, you probably didn't have to say much because you're obviously from Victoria. And what about, like, UVic's system made you say, like, this is where I want to play next fall?
Um, they have a very like 5 out really transition system, and I feel like I played best in a system like that. But pitch wise, it was really, I mean, he wants to win as much as I want to win, and we both want to win a national championship. And that was probably the only pitch I needed to hear is like, we're going to win a national championship for the next 4 years. And that's all I like. Yeah, that's what I want to hear from my coach, that he's confident in us to win a national championship. And that's what he said. And yeah,
Get you back in the playoffs.
yeah, exactly. No more. Can't be
Yeah.
done early, early anymore.
No. So Cole, away from basketball, what are you into? What are your interests? What do you like doing?
I really enjoy golfing, to be honest, is the thing I probably do most outside of basketball, if not like video games with my friends, but golf with my friends or with my dad, with my little brother, like all things like that, where I just can enjoy someone's company on the golf course. Like not think about basketball for a bit it's just amazing. And I enjoy all the time on the golf course that I could get.
Do you think that's what would surprise most people about you, or is there like a hidden talent you got?
No, I'm decent at golf. I don't know. I don't really have other hidden talents, you could say. I mean, I'm either playing basketball, doing school, or on the weekends playing golf sometimes. So there's no time for hidden talents in a way.
What do you think you would be doing if you weren't playing basketball?
No, I feel like I'd just be a university student studying for kinesiology, trying to become a physiotherapist, and see wherever that would take me in life. There's not much. I don't know. I would guess I would be around family more, maybe, but
And if you were able to give a Canadian student advice that, wanted to, he was debating on whether he wanted to go play ball in the US or, stay in Canada, what would your honest advice be to him and being able to take that decision?
I feel like go somewhere where you're wanted and where they're, telling you the things that you believe will help you become the best basketball player you can. Yeah, I just you got to be whatever you decide. You got to be 100% committed to that over the course of your career, and yeah, just go where you're wanted. I feel is the most important. Then lots of kids just go where they feel is the best or looks the coolest or has the nicest jersey or maybe D1 or has a best opportunity in that way. But just like go where you're wanted. The coach wants to play you and wants to play you in the future and sees like potential in you. I think that's the most important thing.
100%. Yeah, Cole, thank you so much for this time. This is when we get into our quick hitters now.
Sounds
This is
good.
actually, this is much appreciated. One thing me and Tom like to do is, we built this off for, like, when guys like you come on, or, when Tom brings on, pros. It's the chance for, like, younger guys who want to be in your position now or want to be in their position to understand, what it takes to be at that level, what it takes to compete and like, the kind of heart you gotta have. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like one thing the youth lacks now is the understanding of being able to play maybe prep basketball or even youth sport basketball. A lot of people demean youth sport basketball because of NCAA. I feel like, youth sport basketball is still youth sport basketball. I know guys, one guy went from Western to a school down south in the span of a year, right? So it's like, you never know where basketball can take you and the connections you find. So yeah, much appreciated for this. Now we're gonna get
Yeah.
into our quick hitters. We got 8 quick hitter questions. You just answer them with one word.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. What's your go-to meal?
Probably pizza.
Favorite athlete?
LeBron James has to be LeBron.
Favorite superhero?
Batman. Batman has to be. Yeah.
Who's the toughest player you've ever had to guard?
Either Derek Queen or AJ Devanza. Probably.
What's your favorite type of movie?
I like superhero movies, but my favorite movie is probably Interstellar. So I guess that's a space movie.
What's your favorite shoe?
Basketball wise,
Yeah.
I like KD's.
Okay, what's your favorite venue you've ever played in? It being the LEC or maybe like
It
even
had
the
Arena
States.
Bowl. There's nothing like the Arena
100%.
Bowl at LEC.
Yeah, Tom, we need to get there.
This year.
Not only you. Go Jordan, LeBron, someone else.
LeBron's the go. You see how he dismantled KD in Houston.
Just to lose in the second round. Hey,
No
we
help.
appreciate
It's all
your
good.
time, Cole. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I really had a great time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great, Cole. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you on the hoops, and who knows, maybe one year we'll see you in the CBL.
Yeah,
100%.
hopefully. We'll see. Bandits. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, solid.